Welcome back to another video, and if you've been following along for the Porsche Boxster series, don't worry, we'll be going back to that very soon. I just need to do a few maintenance jobs on the family truckster, which is a BMW 3 Series GT. I need to replace the front brake pads. I've just serviced it, I've given it an oil change and a filter change, and I need to put a new brake pad wear sensor on it because it's coming up on the dash as having like 200 miles left before you need to contact BMW, and the world's going to explode if it hits zero. So we'll do that today, but I've got a couple of wee tricks I'll show you that I've been doing for brake pads for years that keep the squealing down. But also, I've got a little toy that I just got delivered in the post that I want to try out on this car for the first time, because I've always wanted one of these. So come on, I'll show you. Alright, so this is the brake pads I'll be installing. They're good ones, they're Brembo ones. Didn't go for cheapy nasties like sometimes I've done in the past, but this time we're going to go for these good ones. And this is the brake pad wear sensor that you'll need. Cars that don't have this usually come with a metal pin on the rear pad of the front calipers, and once it wears down it screws against the disc. But this little sensor connects to the car's computer and tells you how much life the pads have got left. And mine's just like sitting at 180 miles or something before the police come and arrest me, throw me in jail for not going to BMW, and then charge me huge amounts of money for doing this job. But anyway, got copper grease out because I like to use these on the pads, not in the face, on the sides and the back, and I'll show you how I grease the pads up to try and minimise the squeal. But the toy I was talking about was this little guy here. I've always wanted one of these. It's a jump starter, but it's also a compressor, a tyre inflator. And it's portable power pack, I think, as well. So it's like a one that you can stick into the boot of your car if you're going to pick up a used car, or if you're going on a long journey. Take this with you and charge it up fully. I don't quite know exactly what features it's got, but you can see there it's got little car symbols, a bike, pumping up tyres and basketballs and all the rest of it. But I've always wanted a jump starter and compressor in one, so I'll leave the link in the description for this, but we'll test it out in this video from a company called GooLoo, and we'll see how it works and see how long it takes to inflate a tyre, because the BMW's got a slow puncture. So we'll pump that tyre up using this, see how noisy it is, and see how long the battery lasts for it. I think it's good for petrol engines. There you go. Yeah, 9 litre gasoline engines or 6.5 litre diesel engines. So you know, you can get cheaper ones, but with the type of cars I'm dealing with most of the time, the guns that I go for, you know, 3.5 litres and up, 5.7 litre Hemis and stuff, you need a decent power pack to get them going if you get stranded. So we'll test that out after we've done the brake service. Let's go out to the car. Alright, that's us replaced the pads and the sensors, and now it's the bit I always forget how to do, which is resetting the service light. So I think you turn it on here and hold down this button here for a few seconds, then it should come up with something that allows you to navigate through the service history or the service interval. There we are. So reset possible, that's it. Front brake pads, 170 miles. So if I hold that down again, perform reset, yes. Lift it up, hold it down again. Reset in progress. And hopefully this time, yay, reset successful. So last time I tried that didn't work because the sensor cable had been knackered. So you can cycle through the rest of the services that you need to do. Oil change I've just done. Major service, front brake pads, rear brake pads, they're saying 3,000 miles. Coolant change. So everything is all good. Excellent. And don't forget when you do your brake pads to squeeze the brake pedal a few times, because the pads will be well out from the discs, and I've just firmed up the pedal just now. So before you set off, do that. Alrighty, so we're going to do a bit of an unboxing here just to see what's in this, because I haven't even opened it yet. Then we'll try it pumping up this tyre back here, because the Porsche's got a little puncture as well. So let's see what we're dealing with. Ooh! I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that. That is extremely nice. Look at that. That's tremendous. I didn't think it would come in a pouch like that. I thought it would just be the bare device with cardboard surrounding it. That is really nice. Okay, let's have a look and see what we got here. That looks like the compressor attachment. Yep, Schrader valve attachment. Cool. And something else in here. Aha! So we have, as well as that, other Schrader valve attachments, plus a little needle nose for pumping up footballs and basketballs and stuff like that. And a smaller Schrader valve attachment for possible bike tyres, I think. And then we have the juicy bit, which has got the clamps for your jump starting. I guess this will just plug straight into the device. Excellent. And there's the device itself. Now hold on a wee second here, because there is a chunky booklet that I felt in there. And something else. What's this? Ah, little USB to USB-C. Guessing that's to charge the device. Cool. And this is the device itself. Oh, it's pretty heavy. With a carry handle. Let's see it. Check it out. That is excellent, isn't it? Is that a light on it as well? Don't know what we got here. So at the top we've got USB-C output and inputs for USB-C. That will be the compressor, and we've got the jumper cable. That'll be that attachment. Yeah, the kind of twin port attachment there for your jumper cables themselves. But what I'm going to do is just make sure the instructions doesn't tell us to charge this fully before we set it up. Right, so it does say give it a charge before you first use it, so we'll go and do that for a while and see how long it takes, then I'll come back and I'll tell you how long that's taken. Alright, so this might flash on screen, but you can see it going up between 2 and 3 bars, so we'll wait until it's fully charged and then we'll give it a shot in the compressor. But pretty impressive, and I've got the satisfying peel of the cellophane that comes off it. Look at that, eh? Wow. Telling you, I'm really impressed so far. It's very heavy. Not heavy, but it's chunky, you know what I mean? It's sturdy, but it doesn't take up too much space, and it's got a flashlight as well. So you've got the buttons in the front there, you've got the flashlight button at the bottom. That'll be the on off. I'm guessing that's the compressor button there. And the jump start comes with its own instructions about LED lights and stuff and indicators, so we'll let it sit for a wee while and we'll charge it, then we'll come back. Cool. Alrighty, that's been charging for about, I'd say about 45 minutes I've left it on for. So let's switch it off. Woo! And it's fully charged, so let's disconnect. And we'll take it over and see how it does. It's pretty cool. So, what I was reading in the instructions while it was setting itself up there, and I'll see if we can get that light out of the way for you, hold on. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? So you have 4 little symbols here, and if I hold this down, it cycles through the symbols. I'm on PSI, which is what I want, and this first one is for an SUV, pumping up a tyre on an SUV, so it's a bigger, chunkier tyre. And this one is just for a regular car. The difference is the maximum bar is greater for the SUV than it is for the car. I think it's about 4, tells you the instructions. And then a bike tyre, basketball. So we'll just go for a regular car, right? And I think you set the pressure of PSI up or down. So let's see, what the heck is this Porsche Boxster's PSI pressure? Hold on, I'll just go and check it. Alright, once you've set your pressure, you tap this button. And it ain't doing anything. Probably because the tyre's overinflated. So let's let some air out and see what it does. Right, that's better. We're now down at 25 psi, and I want to go to 29. Let's go. Superb. It just shuts off automatically. That is brilliant. And that's me at 29 psi. How good is that? That is pretty fast as well. I've often relied on the ones that you get, you know, the Halfords one that you plug into the cigarette lighter. That isn't even as noisy as that. It's probably vibrating on this floor more so, but it's not too bad noise wise. That worked seamlessly. So you just set the pressure with these, tap that button, and that's you. Excellent. Okay, let's try the jump start. Alrighty, so got this hooked up to the positive and negative. The cables aren't that long, so you know, these things never really are, but the one I used to have was a kind of older style one in a little trolley. So this is so handy for just keeping in your car. You don't need to press anything on here according to instructions. All you need to do is connect it to the positive and negative, and if you've got a green light on the unit here that connects into the main unit, you're good to go. Right? So the instructions say, yeah, Green light, the connection is correct and you can proceed to start the vehicle directly. A red light means that you've reversed the cables, so you've got your negative on the positive port and vice versa. If the green LED light is blinking, the vehicle battery voltage is too low, press the boost button. Then once the green LED light illuminates steady, start the vehicle within 30 seconds. So, I don't know if you can see that, but on this, there's a little button there that says boost, see it? So I assume if it's flashing, you're probably below 12 volts or 11 volts or something like that. This will give it even more power out of the unit and it'll allow you to start the car. So, and if there's no light at all, the vehicle battery may be damaged or completely and utterly dead, but it does say try the boost button first, and if the green light illuminates, start it within 30 seconds. So, pretty straightforward really, isn't it? So let's see if this starts, which it should do because it's decent power. I haven't had it on the C-Tech charger for a wee while, but you know, it's still probably got enough to keep it going, I would suggest. We'll set you guys up here, and you tell me if something happens weirdly, okay? Cool. Excellent. Alright, and once you're done, you can just turn this off, pull that down, and remove. Oh, it must turn itself on when you get that unit in. Just remove this connection here, and you can plug back in the little rubber cover, and that will go off. There we are, cool. And all this fits in your little case, and you can stick it in the front of the car, or in the boot if you've got a normal car, and you're good to go. How good is that? Even a moron like me can use it. And apparently it's good for like 1,000 charges or something like that. And it comes with a warranty. I can't remember what the warranty is, but it comes with a kind of guarantee, I should say. Yeah. So they've got dedicated help for the EU as well, which is good if you've got a problem with it. Oh yeah, there you go, I was right. 18 months warranty. Package included 1 jump start with compressor, cable, USB to C cable, carry case, pump tube, air nozzles and user manual. So it does come with an 18-month warranty. It does say 9 litre petrol engines, 6.5 litre diesel, and it is absolutely brilliant. So it's 5-in-1 jump starter. And it's a power bank as well. Hold on a minute, I haven't tried that. Let's try charging my phone from it. But to charge the phone, you have a USB out. So that's the socket for jump starting the car. That's the socket for charging this device. And we've got an output here for USB. So I'm guessing you can stick any type of cable in there. USB-C, whatever. Oh, for goodness sake, I always get USBs round the wrong way, every single time. Doesn't matter what I do. And then if I just plug my phone in quickly, shall it work, shall it work? Phone's plugged in, on. Ooh! Straight away. We are charging, check it out. Huh? Yeah, that is good. That is very good, especially if you're out in the sticks somewhere and you get lost and you need some boost. That is brilliant. What a great thing. So yeah, I'll leave that description and link and all that in the description below, but that is very impressive. I must admit, I didn't expect it quite to be as good as that, but there you go. So, cool. There we are, check it out. Stick that in the trunk, good to go. Very impressed with that, excellent. Cool. Alright, well that's going to wrap up another video, just a quick one for the weekend, a couple of necessary jobs on the BMW, little play around with my new toy on the Porsche. But if you're following along for this Porsche series, the next video will be getting stuck into this Porsche, taking the wheels off, checking out the money side at all four corners, checking out underneath, making sure there's no leaks, making sure the brakes or lines are all in good condition, all the rest of it. And a few folks have commented of little things I should be doing in this Porsche. I will get to the little things, but the main aim of this series is to get it through its MOT, fingers crossed. Then I'll concentrate on the cosmetics, the bodywork, a couple of wee dings, wee scratches, polishing them out, ceramic coating them, doing the buffer, getting some new centre caps for the wheels, polishing the front headlight a little bit. All that kind of stuff will be getting done later. I just want to get this through its MOT first of all and get it back on the road where it should be, so I can actually start driving it a little bit. Then you get to know the car. So next video will be on this. Hit like, hit subscribe, blah, 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 all of that stuff that every YouTuber says, and we'll catch you in the next video. But thank you once again for watching, really appreciate it. See you later on, bye bye.